There are about 73 million children in the United States, and nearly 60 million of them play sports. That industry is now worth $37 billion and expected to nearly double to $70 billion by the year 2030. With all of those young athletes come a lot of opportunity, especially where organization is concerned. Let's check in with one of the companies and how it helps coaches and parents organize the scheduling process. TeamSnap CEO Peter Frintzilas joins us today. Okay, so this is a really interesting company that helps the team coaches and the parents and the managers all get on the same schedule. Where's the growth in that?
Yeah, so Contessa, first off, thank you for having me and Happy New Year. Look, the macro trends and tailwinds behind youth sports is only growing in momentum, right? As you mentioned, you have over 60 million participants across the United States. You start to layer in kind of the parents, the families, the owners of all these league operations, you're touching well over 50% of the United States population. And technology is only helping to really infuse that growth overall. As a younger generation of parents are starting to come up, they want everything accessible on the mobile device. And those operators, the league owners, the club management, need to run their business as an effective and efficient small to medium-sized business across the U.S., and there's about 200,000 of them providing the programming and support.
So who's paying the subscription fee?
So we have kind of a dual model, right? We have an offering that is focused on the consumer, the independent coach, and there's a direct-to-consumer offering that we've brought into market about a year ago through the acquisition of a company called Mojo Sports. We actually announced that on one of your peer shows in Squawk Box exactly a year ago, and that's been able to really allow us to bring more of a content-oriented offering into our 2 million daily active users. And so whether it's the parent or the coach subscribing to content that's being developed in partnership with the MLS, the MLB, NBA, NFL Flag, really around player and coach development.
How important are girls within the broader spectrum of youth sports?
It's a big piece of the growth overall. So in 23, we saw record participation levels in the age groups of 6 to 14 and then 15 through 17, making up 34 and 38% of youth sport participation, respectively. And that's only continuing to grow through our numbers here in 24.
Let's talk about investing in youth sports. Yeah. Where do you see M&A activity going in 2025 where youth sports are concerned?
So I think we are at the cusp of a period of time here where there's going to be significant consolidation, both on the programming side. Back in March of 24, you saw Blitzer Harris Sport and Entertainment start up their Unrivaled company that's really focused on kind of bringing together league operators, Cal Ripken Baseball, USA Flag Football. Then you've also seen investment on the technology side. One of our peers, League Apps, just recently received a significant investment from Excel KKR, and that's going to accelerate. And then when you zoom out across all sports tech, you've seen about $7 billion of new funds announced here in 2024. You saw about $34 billion in overall deal activity when you start to look at the technology providing online gambling, wearables, and $5 billion of that was through M&A, and another $2 billion in private financing.
It seems weird to talk about gambling and youth sports in the same sentence, but the other thing is name, image, likeness. 39 states allow high school athletes to monetize the nil opportunities here. How is your company and how are other companies playing a part in that?
So look, NIL is an example of how kind of through professional, collegiate, high school, and ultimately down to youth sports, where technology and investment and advancements in innovation will continue to come downstream. With the advent of NIL and the acceptance of that at the collegiate level, you are seeing significant adoption. You said 39 different states across the high school age bracket. And we're starting to closely manage that, right? Especially through a lot of the relationships that we have with major national sponsors. We do allow kind of a sponsorship aspect of our platform where companies like a Jersey Mike's or a Verizon or a Toyota can directly invest and sponsor youth club and organizations. And we've brought $14 million of direct investment to those clubs.
Are you looking at an IPO?
Not quite yet. We're not at that size yet, at that scale, but we're going to get there.
Nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Happy New Year.
With
Thank you.
TeamSnap CEO.